Good morning. This is Mark Bruno, Editor-in-Chief of the Cannata Report. It is Friday, which means, of course, that we're here with Frank. But before we get started, I just want to remind everybody to please like, share, subscribe, comment. If you have something that you'd like us to consider for a future episode, hit the comment button and let us know what you're thinking. So, Frank, I understand we have a special guest this morning from Katun. Why don't you tell me who we've got?
Well, we have an old friend, Ron Petrucci. Welcome, Ron.
Thank you, Frank. Good to see you.
Same here. Well, Ron, for people who may not be aware, is general manager over at Katun. And Katun has been making a lot of noise lately about helping dealers out. So we thought we'd invite Ron in to kind of share with us what specifically are you doing. So, Ron, you want to give us some idea of all the good stuff you're doing for dealers these days?
We have two ends of our business, and the aftermarket, our OEM equivalent toner and parts side, and we have our newer side, which is the OEM scenario that we're working on. So from the aftermarket side, which I'll cover mostly today, we are doing a lot of things to improve profitability for the dealers. And there's a lot of elements on how we work with them in order to do that. One of the elements deals with something we call an e-view, which the dealer provides us with information as to what they're buying today in terms of toner and parts. And then we backfill that information with how much it would cost from a Katun standpoint. Then we break it down by OEM. And we break it down by total and then by SKU level. So the dealer can use data to make informed decisions on how they can improve their profitability. Different SKUs can move the needle in different directions for them. And then once they have that, they can look at it and say, okay, I can move these over, still meet OEM qualifications and quotas, and not disrupt that, yet improve my profitability. So it's an area where, again, informed data gives them informed decisions, and we work on that. And then there's another area that we look at, and that is really to inform dealers what's the best combination that they can utilize Katun to improve their profitability by 30, 40, 50%, and yet still, again, keep the OEM quotas in place where they're maximizing profitability on both sides. So we look at a lot of different elements on that. Probably the latest one for dealers is that we've seen is they're going in cases deal by deal. So they'll look at, okay, maybe it's a school, maybe it's a government, maybe it's something that the profitability is just not there. So how can they get more profit? Well, one area is to utilize Katun toner and parts, which improves the profitability on the deal, and where they were not profitable, they become profitable. So there's a lot of little things, waste bottles, things like that they can utilize in order to, again, improve the dealer profitability. And one of the bigger ones I'll add is drop shipping. So these dealers today, Frank, they'll go and you know this, they'll double ship. So they get something from either us or the OEMs or whoever, and then ship it again to the dealer. Whereas we can eliminate one part of that and just ship directly to a end user, which is a tremendous savings for the dealer community. So that's a lot of what we're doing in the aftermarket. And just to digress where things had gone, you know, the pandemic and then the shortages thereafter were kind of a friend to Katun in the aspect that dealers in many cases were maybe they didn't use Katun in the past, were forced to because they couldn't get anything from various OEMs, and so they used Katun and they found out, hey, you know what, this works as good as the OEMs. So it was a great learning process for us. So it was difficult times in the industry, but we also helped the industry by being able to provide toner and parts when others couldn't. So that worked out both for the dealer and for Katun on a long-term basis.
I'm so glad we've had an opportunity to ask you that question, because one of the things we believed for a long time is that one of the surest ways that dealers can affect their profitability is rely on distribution organizations like Katun to do what is you can do.
Yeah. And if you follow today's models like the Pros Elite as the pivot program and software program and so forth, and you know the John Hay and their models and so forth, really, if a dealer is going to hit those parameters, it's very difficult for them to do it without using some aftermarket. So again, this is an area where as the market has changed, clicks are down, dealers are looking for ways to improve their profitability. This is good for Caton and then and ultimately good for the dealers in the marketplace because they're seeing where, okay, I can make more money, I can make more margin. I just have to change my business model somewhat in order to achieve that. And that's what they're doing. You know the dealers better than anybody, they adapt. And we're seeing that in the market today.